Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Von Krakenstein, and welcome to the Krakenstein Rants, where I talk about movies, video games, or any other forms of media that really entertains me and may entertain you. Today is a great day. It's a nice Monday. I usually record on Mondays because, anyway, yesterday I saw Cosmos, the new interpretation. No, not an interpretation, but new. It's not a reboot of the series because we don't have Carl Sagan or we don't have the same basics. Well, except for the discovery, the inspiration of discovery, the inspiration of science in our lives, and the inspiration of imagination. And I gotta say, this first episode with the new host Neil deGrasse Tyson is pretty cool. The show is basically not a full-on documentary or a full-on educational show. Let me explain. While watching this show, he basically says the basics of what everything has to do in the universe. And I mean basics as this is our solar system, this is our planet, these are the stars, these are asteroids, meteorites, and all the base functions of our reality, but doesn't go in depth, which basically is what's gonna happen in the series, I guess. And the show looks good. It looks great, actually. It's very high production values, and it's a nice watch, actually. Though I really wish that the billions and billions of stars meme happens in this show. Not the, oh, we got a badass over here saying, but the whole billions and billions meme that Carl Sagan actually never did say in his show. As for the principles of the show, it's actually really good. It's, as I said before, it talks about the basics of our solar system and our universe. And not in a big depth, but it shows what happens. And he basically tries to scale it so we can comprehend, instead of being so far out of reach that we need to Google everything about it. Which would be cool, but still. It's a fun show. It was a fun first episode, and he did a nice little tribute to Carl Sagan, which he met before he went to college at the age of 17 or 18. So fresh out of high school, going into college, he meets one of the greatest scientists out there. So that's cool. Anyway, Cosmos was good. I didn't see Walking Dead. I saw last week's Walking Dead, which was pretty cool, but nothing beats that episode where Michonne, Carl, and Rick get that kitty. And if you don't know what episode that is, I don't remember the name, but a lot of shit happens. I didn't see True Detective because I really didn't get into True Detective. And that's more or less the things that really interest me in TV recently, because ABC had a new show, which people are saying it's okay, but I didn't see it because there was a lot of crap on Sunday. And as I said, I'll watch Cosmos because I like science and stuff. And I grew up on TV shows like Bill Nye, Big Man, Magic School Bus, Sesame Street, the basics of science and the more complex of science, because I sometimes watch Nova, or all those Discovery Channel documentaries that didn't deal with Amish mafia bosses, which, yeah, what the fuck. But anywho, that's the big TV news that interests me, next to, like, I think Preacher was announced last week or the week before, and it's going to AMC, which AMC is getting a lot of steam. I really hope that they don't turn to an HBO type of channel that is subscription based, because, well, subscription based, because that shit is nuts. We're getting good shows, but I want to pay more money for them. Though, boobage and ass. But anyway, that's more into TV because I don't watch a lot of TV unless it's really interesting. Okay, let's talk about video games then. 3 things that came during this week and yesterday. One, the big one for me, Check Fu: The Legend Returns. If you don't know what Check Fu is, it's a really bad game a really bad fighting game with Shaquille O'Neal. If you ever played it, you know what I mean. God damn, I'm sorry for you. But Shaq seems to be like riding on this meme train that happened, like I say, like 5 months, 6 months ago, when somebody posted like, "Oh, Shaq Fu's returning." Then he said no. Now it seems to be true, but it's a crowdfunding game, a crowdfunded game if it happens. It's doing an Indiegogo campaign. I think it's $450,000. I didn't check the last time. I think it was going already like $6,000, $20,000. It was a while back when the news first happened. And the first trailer, it's a comedy trailer, which I don't mind if this game is good as a brawler. A brawler is one character, two characters, or three characters fighting a bunch of waves of enemies. I don't mind that. But if it's another fighting game, I don't trust Shaq with fighting games. Like, I don't trust Michael Jordan wearing Hitler mustache selling underwear. But it interests me because the style is like the whole cel-shaded thing with the Street Fighter look, or the watercolor look. And supposedly he has people from different companies that formed to make this game company to make the game. And I personally haven't read anything or know anything about this company, but if they make a good game, then fine. But as I always say with this Indiegogo and crowdfunding sources, a fool with his money. Because not all Kickstarters, not all Indiegogos, not all crowdfunding things are solid as the people who sell it to you are. Because there's a thing with somebody who did this comic book, and now he's burning them because he just went batshit insane. I don't remember the name. I think it was this Ghost Stories or something. And yeah, fool with his money. It depends on the people too. So yeah. And anyway, after that Shaq Fu thing, another retro thing, well, kind of retro because it happened like 20 years ago. Man, I'm old. Is that Screw Attack was showing a trailer about a cancel Crash game. And not a Crash platforming game, but a Crash Team Racing game. Let me say something. Crash Team Racing was the best PlayStation kart racing game out there. And I'm not making a joke, I'm not making a sarcastic quip. It is true. It had an awesome cast of characters with their stats as reflected in the game. Not like Mario Kart before. Like Mario Kart has stats, but these stats were good. It had a lot of good characters playing in the game. I love playing Crash. Like a game that makes you love playing the vanilla character is kick-ass. I love playing Crash. I love playing all those levels. The levels were cool. They were fun. They were fun levels. They're like, if you give me another Mario Kart level and compare it to Crash Team Racing, that's not made from the people who are making the new Mario Kart games, well, Mario Kart 7 and up, then son, get away from me because Crash Team Racing levels are kick-ass. Anyway, they were showing a trailer of the Crash prototype, which was showing Crash, Dingo Crash, I don't remember the Crash enemies, I just know they were weird, and they were cool. A new character called Land Shark, and Polar, the little baby polar bear dude. And the cool thing was that, one, you can modify your cards so you can go onto different platforms and areas of the same arena, but in quicker shortcuts. So, like they were showing the trailer, that one of the abilities was to jump above a special platform and you could take that shortcut, or that you can basically crawl around outside the arena with some fish and you can swim around the water to cross the path quicker. It was cool. It was cool. It was kind of like what they're doing now to Mario Kart 8, but with more detail. Like you can specify your card, which was kick-ass. And the sad thing was that the project was canceled. Activision still has the rights, which is just disgusting. Because I understand selling Crash and Spyro if you're not gonna do anything with them. But yeah, look what happened to Spyro. He's just a fucking figurine 20,000 leagues deep below every other fucking Skylander. Because the first game was Skylanders Adventure bullshit, which, no, it wasn't Spyro, it's just Skylanders. And there's a figure Spyro so you can get hype. Now it's basically where the fuck is Spyro? Another plastic toy bit. And I'm scared with Activision with that project crash, which, trust me, the last few Crash games suck dick. Dick. You know that little deer saying? Yeah, it sucked that. But the trailer was good, it was showing good stuff, but I'm reading it up and it's basically became the DreamWorks kart racer, which scrap something awesome for something with more money, I guess. Woohoo. But it would have been cool if Crash Team, if that kept on going. Because I'm watching this and I'm seeing that each character had their own specific special move, which, that's kick-ass. Mario Kart doesn't have that, and I wish they had it. But that was kick-ass, what they were showing. So, yeah, pour one to the Bandicoot from Australia. Next up, let's... Ooh, this one. Like, if you guys like Uncharted, the director and writer of the games, which I'm not a fan of Uncharted because I understand it's fun, but I'm not into Naughty Dog games unless they're like crazy and wacky. Quit, and is moving to a new studio, looking for new jobs, and she's a great talent. Let's be frank. 4 freaking games, god damn. But I'm not really an Uncharted fan, so I'm not really gonna be hyped. I respect if you love it. So Tuesday, I'm guessing Dark Souls and Titanfall are coming out. I'm not gonna get any of those two because I don't have a new console system, though I do have a PC. And I'm hoping to play Titanfall when I can get it. Right? Because I love giant robots. But I'm gonna wait to see what happens because it's being run by, I believe, EA? Or publishing by EA. Something with EA. Anything that EA touches is turning to crap right now, so I don't wanna deal with that shit now. But I'll see what happens, wait, and check it out later on. Which reminds me that South Park Stick of Truth came out last week, and it looks pretty good. Everybody's saying it's an episode of the show, which I really, really like. If a game, a licensed game, makes you feel that you are in that universe, it's kick-ass. It's just fucking kick-ass, because there has been so many bad licensed games that it's just so horrible. How many people, if you're listening, how many people played those X-Men games? Or those, not the Capcom X-Men games, Capcom games with the X-Men or Marvel license has been kick-ass because I love fighting games, but they have been kick-ass. But how many people have played those Activision games? How many people... Excuse me. How many people have played those, what do you call it, Fantastic Four? Like any Marvel game that's not an Ultimate Alliance game, which is pretty cool, or anything that's related to a movie tie-in, it's just so god-awful. Like, the other one I could say is like the Spider-Man games, the movie Spider-Man games, which were pretty cool, except the 3D. Oh, no, it's pretty, yeah, that was cool. They were cool. They were okay. They were fun games. But generally, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, I get it, you want to make more money, but come on, at least make some work for it. For the love of God, did everybody see that fucking Star Trek game that came out? Even J.J. Abrams was like, no, fuck that shit. I'm not touching that. Jesus. Because, damn, that's just bad gaming. Sometimes even worse than free-to-play games, but not saying quality, I mean the backdoor business deals. Moving on. We already talked about Stick to Truth, Titanfall, looks kick-ass, but I want to see reviews about it because I'm not sure about some potential bugs. Like I'm hearing that people in the beta were playing and they saw some little glitches with the camouflage shit, which, yeah. In Dark Souls, I'm not gonna play Dark Souls, I'm a pussy. Excuse me. But anyway,
That's more or less the general way of how gaming has occurred during these few weeks. TV as well. There's nothing big news in entertainment media except like real world news, like Ukraine still getting fucked up. The same thing as Venezuela, but people are fighting, and that's good. Same thing happening with a Malaysian flight that was lost, and hope people get fined. But in general, those are the big news, and really hope good things happen. Really good, because down here where I am, our credit is still in shit and may go even deeper thanks to the idiots running our place. But I don't want to go political because I just want you guys to be happy and listen to some soft news. To end it all this, like a little bit of odd news, which is not really full-blown odd, is that Pokemon are supporting the Japanese soccer team for the World Cup, which that means I'm rooting for the Japanese because they have Pokemon. Come on, America. Where are those giant robots? Oh, no? No? No. Well, how about Spider-Man in those? Or Captain America, like Captain America versus the Pikachus? Hell yeah. But anyway, marketing, Nintendo needs it like desperately. And that's it. It was a quick, short podcast, and if you liked it, then spread it around. If you don't, then okay. But at least you listened to it. So I thank you. I hope you have a nice day, weekend, or whatever. And I hope to record some other crap later on. Peace.